Syed has been in prison for 16 years. He is in Baltimore court now, hoping to win a retrial for the murder of his ex-girlfriend, Hae Min Lee.
I would love to hear someone say, I don't think that you did it, because I looked at the case and it looks kind of flimsy.
The serial podcast of Syed's case went viral and helped spark the hearing about evidence that was and wasn't produced at his murder trial.
Tonight, a man convicted in the brutal murder of his former girlfriend, Haley, is set to walk free. This after a female journalist launches to fame exploring the case under a podcast called Serial. And isn't it true, Michael Christian, that the woman who did the podcast exploring this murder of this young girl never believed? In the end, she believed he was guilty.
That has been reported, Nancy. She did report also that she was shocked when she heard this judge's decision. She thought it would never happen.
Well, it happened. It happened all right. And tonight, Haley's family is suffering. Her mother and father learned that her convicted killer is getting a new trial and is set to make bond. Until then, their daughter was strangled dead, a high school field hockey and track star. Her body left in a shallow grave. And tonight they learned that largely because of a podcast, this man is walking free. Take a listen to podcast Serial.
I definitely understand that someone could look at this and say, oh man, you must be lying. It's so coincidental that he doesn't remember what he did at this particular time. I mean, I completely understand that, and I get that. That's, like I said, that's the hardest thing I've dealt with for these past 15 years is that there's nothing tangible I can do to remember that day. It's the truth. There's nothing I can do, to make me remember. I poured through the transcripts. I've looked through the telephone records. It's just, what else can I do? There's nothing I can do, so it's just, perhaps I'll never be able to explain it. And it is what it is. If someone believes me or not, I have no control over it.
Well, it's funny how you lose your memory, your entire memory of the day your girlfriend is murdered. That's from podcast Serial from WBEZ in Chicago. The news that this killer, this convicted killer, is set to walk free has stunned the legal community as well as this girl's family. Back to you, Ben Levitan, telecommunications expert. Are you telling me, Ben, that outgoing calls can place you at a certain location, but pings from an incoming call cannot? Because that's what the defense is arguing.
Yeah, see, this is just completely ridiculous what people are doing. They've all got myths about how cell phones work and what the records mean, and everything is being completely misinterpreted. Right now, I would just take the cell phone evidence and throw it out. It just was, it was bad evidence.
Okay, I'm not getting an answer, Ben. Ben, granted, I'm a little distraught about this case, but I'm not getting an answer from you. And I want an answer. Tell me this. When a cell phone makes an outgoing phone call, the ping attached to that call can be relied upon. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now, it's my understanding from everything that you yourself, Ben Levitan, have taught me that even when you have your cell phone on and you're not even making a call, if it's on, it's pinging off cell phone towers. Is that correct?
Yes, it is, Nancy.
So, when Adnan Syed, who a jury convicted of murdering his girlfriend after she breaks up with him, when he is getting incoming phone calls, shouldn't there be pings related to that?
Yes, there should. Nancy, there are things called call detail records. Every time a phone is used, whether the call goes through or not, records are kept. Those records were not.
Then what is the problem? Then what is the problem here? Why are they saying that his phone cannot be pinged to a certain location when he's getting incoming phone calls?
Nancy, they're wrong about that. They're wrong about a lot of the cell phone evidence in this case. I cannot say that I mean, the evidence puts that phone in the area of Lincoln Park. I don't know how many times I say it. If the cell tower, Nancy, covers 1 square mile, that's the same as 484 NFL football fields. And I, as an expert, can't tell you where within that area the phone was, but I can tell you Lincoln Park was included in that area. And that's what should have been said in trial, Nancy.
Mm-hmm.